If you are someone who has struggled over the past few years to achieve the fitness goals that you're after, you seem to be doing everything right on paper, or you just don't understand why you are the person who is not getting there faster than everyone else, then this is the video for you. Because after coaching clients for the last 10 years, the ones who are successful and actually achieve the goals versus those who are not have certain traits and behaviors that you can start applying to your own life and seeing if those results start to change. Because I promise you, once you start to realize these things, it gets easier to understand where you are and how you are going to get to where you want to be. So the first stage is acceptance or awareness. And this essentially just comes down to being able to be honest with yourself and understand that you have certain faults at the moment, or certain traits that are affecting or limiting your ability to achieve certain goals. And that's not to say that you can't change these, because that comes on to my next point. But being able to understand that you have flaws, or there are going to be certain limitations in your life at the moment that are stopping you from getting to where you want to be, it's going to take away a lot of that pressure that you're putting on yourself to try to be perfect. Because the goal is not perfection, but it's to be in the most optimal state possible. So an example that you can use is, say you're someone who has an extremely busy job and that limits your ability to cook and go to the gym. Being able to accept that right now your priority is work, and going for a promotion or whatever that is gonna limit your capacity to be able to distribute that energy and put it into other things that are gonna achieve your fitness goals. So being able to accept that, yes, I have prioritized something else at the moment, is the first stage in coaching yourself. Another one could be the fact that when you are stressed, you tend to typically eat more, or you get so tired in the evening that you end up just calling off the gym altogether. Say you have a family and you don't want to cook separate meals for your kids. These are limitations that you have to bring awareness to, or accept that they are there currently. And that the next stage that I'm going to go on to is how we start to change. The next one is agency. So again, understanding that you have the faults, but you have the ability to change and act upon them. Giving yourself agency allows you to take responsibility and control these things. For example, if you are going for that promotion at work, maybe you don't try and get to the gym 5 days a week because you know that is not sustainable at the moment. But what you can do is program 30-minute sessions in the morning, maybe on the Monday, so you get it done before the work week starts. Maybe then the other two you do on a Saturday and a Sunday. So that way you are not stressing yourself or getting distracted about getting things done in the week. And maybe you accommodate temporarily by getting a meal prep service or getting someone to help you in terms of prepping your food. Now, I know that that's not for everyone, but again, depending on what your goals are and your priorities are, thinking about what choices you can make to proactively get you to where you want to be is really important to do. Another one is, say you have children and you can't get to the gym in the morning. Maybe you invest in a pair of dumbbells and you start just doing a body weight and dumbbell workout twice a week, or 3 times if you can, and maybe you go for an outdoor run before the kids get up for school. These are just, again, ways of doing things that are not going to take so much time and resources out of your life, but they're things that you can implement slowly over time. Again, it's not going from one extreme to another, but going incrementally in steps will give you a stronger sense of confidence and the fact that you believe at that point that you can start to make these changes. More often than not, it's easier to kind of turn around and say, well, it's too hard, it's not going to be easy to do, I just don't have the time. But again, what you want to ask yourself is what the priorities are right now. If you want to prioritize your health and fitness, then again, it's not about trying to find ways of making it take over your life, but how you can add it into your timetable or schedule in a way that's something that you can maintain and sustain over time. And whether that is something like going to regular classes or seeking help from a personal trainer to even get you in for that one session a week, you're automatically going to start feeling better, and that you're able to kind of grow from there. Or you get that one session ticked off in the week, that's your time. And then outside of that, maybe you go for like a run on the weekend and you try and do some sort of body weight workout at home with some bands. Again, it's about adapting and understanding that you have control of the situation and that your flaws don't have to stay permanent flaws forever. The final stage is having autonomy, or being self-efficacious, and having full control and confidence in yourself and who you are. Again, none of these encompass being perfect or having the perfect lifestyle or routine, because it doesn't exist and it's an illusion. But understanding that there are certain things that you can do to create a more established routine and get you to your goals will help you develop the tools and the resilience to be able to continue to lead a happier and healthier life. By aiming too high in the beginning stages can sometimes be off-putting, which is why most people end up giving up on things like New Year's resolution, because you'll have the momentum at the beginning, but you can't really sustain eating like 1,200 calories and going to the gym 5 times a week over the long term, because you're gonna get exhausted, your hormones are gonna run flat, you're probably gonna get really, really hungry after week 2. And even if you start to see the weight drop off quickly and that gives you a self-confidence boost, as soon as you stop that and the weight comes back up, once your calories increase and you stop training as much, you end up going into a bit of a loop and a cycle that is negative and makes you feel worse about yourself. So being able to be fully aware and confident that I can't get to the gym today, but I'm still gonna, prep my food in the morning, carry on as usual, I'll try and go for a walk at lunchtime, and just being aware of the tools that you can use in your toolbox. And yes, as a coach myself, I do give people advice on these things, but more often than not, eventually most of my clients end up doing these things anyway. Like they will go for a walk, get out the house, take calls outside, or they will just try and find ways of fitting things in to their schedule that works for them. And yes, I completely understand that a lot of the time priorities will shift, and depending on how demanding your schedule is, you may not be able to get everything done in a week, but being accepting of it and just repeating that cycle will be a huge benefit to how you can start to grow and become more self-aware and confident in your ability to actually succeed and pursue your goals. I will leave by saying that I know I'm talking a lot about coaching and my experiences of being a coach, but I have also been coached for the last 10 years by multiple mentors and people who along the way have helped shape who I am. They've given me the tools, they have set me up for success. And I know I don't technically need a coach right now, but sometimes it is nice to have someone to help structure a program and see the things that I don't see in myself, or be able to give an adjustment here. And I am learning along the way. So even if you, without a coach or with one, start doing things and understanding like, oh, I like these kinds of foods, I don't like these. I like this type of workout, I don't like that one. This takes too much time, that's too short. You're gonna start to understand what you like. And again, that is how we develop that autonomy, which is what we're all aiming for. Being able to self-regulate essentially. So yes, I think if you're someone looking to coach yourself, get healthier, stronger, whatever it is, lose weight, build muscle, ultimately it comes down to you are the person who has control. Again, if you need help on trying to understand these things, start writing it down, start writing your goals down, start writing down things that you would like to improve on or you know that you're struggling with, so that every time it loops back to this, you can kind of learn from it. You'll know if it's a pattern, if it repeats itself, and you can start to break that pattern down or reduce it slowly depending on your current situation. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. I'd love to hear your feedback, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.